Okay, welcome back to In the Greenhouse with Orchid Supply Store. Some of you probably been waiting for my next video to show you how I'm attempting to save my really sick orchids, but I have decided that is a lost cause. I have worked for the past week or so, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to save many. I'm going to have 20, maybe 25 at the most, and I can't imagine that you want to see a video of me wiping off scale and cutting off dead roots. That's just not very entertaining. So we're not going to do that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to concentrate on my Vanda orchids. The Vandas that I have here in the large greenhouse, they're looking good. No disease, no insects, they're really nice Vandas. I'm going to move the Vandas from my small greenhouse into the large greenhouse. I've got another 50 or so over there. So I'll bring them all into here, and this is going to become my Vanda house. And this is okay because I've always loved the Vandas. I think they're just beautiful plants, and I'm not going to have to struggle with these because they're in good shape. So that's going to be the content on orchids, from this point forward until I'll probably buy some more. I'll bring some more in. I just can't help it. I've got that in my blood. But one thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you, or we're going to start showing you a project that I have wanted to do for quite some time. Just never took the time because I was always working with orchids. But I'm going to do it this time. I have a huge tree in my front yard, and it's part of an island. It's the center spot in my island, or close to it. And I've always wanted to put a fence, a little decorative fence around this tree, fill it with soil, and make a planter box out of it. Plant it with seasonal flowers, so that it would always be in bloom. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to show you the tree, how it looks, just standing there right now. And here we'll get a picture of that. Well, I don't think I have introduced the latest member of the family. This is Jameson. Jameson is a 3-year-old golden doodle, and I've had her for about 2 years. She was my son's dog, but when he moved away, the place that he's living does not allow pets, so Jameson is now a member of the Orchid Supply Store family. Meet Jameson, everyone. Here she is. Okay, so you see how the tree looks in the front yard, and you've seen a drawing of the fence I'm going to put in there. So the next little segment is going to be how you calculate the length or the circumference of a fence. Okay, this is going to be a learning, teaching process. So if you have any kids that they complain to you that they never are going to use math when they grow up, and they're just not going to use that in real life, have them come in and watch this. I'll show you and them the practical use of mathematics. Of course, I'm a little prejudiced because I'm a math major, but I'm going to show you how you calculate everything that you're going to need, and this is going to be primarily geometry. Yeah, but that's still in the math. So we're going to take the size of the tree. We're going to calculate a few things from there, and with that calculation and other calculations, we will come up with the final length of the fence that I'm going to need. So the next little segment is going to be my calculations. So we'll hang in there, and I'll walk you through it.
Okay, here's the drawing of my tree and the fence that I'm going to put around it. Yeah, very simplistic, but this is what I want. And we're going to go into some calculations. So what we're going to do first is calculate the radius of the tree. I measured around it, and it's 81.75 inches in circumference, and everyone knows that the way you calculate the radius is you take the circumference and you divide it by 2 pi. Okay, again, that's the radius radius is equal to 81.75 inches, and that's divided by 2 times 3.14, and that's making it divided by 6.28. Well, the radius is 13 inches. I'm making it an additional 15 inches because that's the distance from the fence, so my radius is going to be 28. So that's how I calculated that. Now, to get the circumference of the fence, which is 2 times pi times r, and again, with that calculation, the circumference is 2 times pi times 28, and the 28 was the radius, so that's 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times the 28 inches, making the circumference of the fence 175.75 inches. And here's a rough look at the board. It's 72 inches by 5 3/8, and we're going to calculate exactly how much I need. My fence is going to be 7 inches tall, and I can cut 9 pieces from each board. Each board is 3.75 inches wide, so I'll need 30. I can make 33 pieces. Therefore, no, I need 33 pieces, and I can get 9 from each board, so I need 4 boards to build the fence. Hope this helped.
Okay, you've seen all of the calculations. I hope you liked it. And in my next video, we'll get into the actual building of the fence. We'll take the individual boards, we'll cut them to length, I haven't decided if I'm going to round the top yet or not. We may do that. And then we'll put it all together, and we'll see how it fits around the tree. And then someone, maybe not me, but someone will fill it with dirt, and we'll get some flowers planted there, and I'll show you the finished product. So I hope you like this type of video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. For those of you that have already subscribed, thanks for coming back. And remember, give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a comment. tell me what you think of the videos. Otherwise, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm just going to keep on keeping on, doing the same old thing. And if you like it, I want to know. So let me know, and we'll see you in the next ones. You come back, because we will do this again. See ya.